Welcome to the Narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to do some work on Sloe Patrol. There's a load of bits and pieces that need doing to it, so as the sun is shining all this week, I'm going to start that because one of the jobs I need to do is around this doorway here on the inside. There's some bits where there's still some spray foam exposed, and Michelle Elaine, this video is going to put a smile on your face because I am finally, after 2 years, going to put that last little bit of flooring in, which I know has wound you up for the last 2 years. So yeah, let's get cracking. For the last 3 years I've been looking at spray foam there, so that's now been finished. I've put a bit of ply on there, I've put a bit of ply on the ceiling. I've just got to put a bit of trim up there now to cover that little gap, and I've cut this board out here, which was one of the old ceiling panels from '58. I've taken off my crick poster, which is in the sink, so yeah, that's all come down, and this is all cleaned up. I've transposed the children's height chart to the bit of wood that was there, and that's now on 58. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this stuff, then get it painted whilst the sun's shining. Okay, Michelle, this is the bit for you. In fairness, that tile there also needs to be replaced because it's all chipped away there, so I think I'll get rid of that one as well. Right, let's get something proper to do that. Here we go. I'll give that a clean in a bit. Perfect. Well, not at all, but it will do. And then when I put the wall back in, that covers up that seam nicely. I think once I clean this up, it'll kind of match a bit better. But first off, I need to get that in place. There we go. There's that piece in. Now I just got to work out how to finish all of this stuff up here. Might have to go to B&Q because this is all the little bits I got left. Right, I've put some trim on this side here, and then I've got another bit of trim to go on there, cover up that bit. So, but before I do that, I'm going to get all this painted. Right, this is what I've got so far. Actually, it's gone a bit better than I thought. So I've got the trim up on the ceiling. So wait for that to go off, and then I can slap a bit more paint on up there. And I think this one here, I might do that colour. The whole boat needs repainting anyway. Well, yeah, most of it. Okay, now that trim's gone on quite nicely. I've gone on with a corner piece here to cover up the edge. To do that, I had to take off the bit of trim which was covering the oven fixing. So now I'm thinking about changing this and cutting away and making that look a bit better. That's the plan. I'm making so much work for myself doing all this, but I think it's looking better. I've got a bit of trim here, which is going to take in that little gap going up there. Sorry, the light's not very good. So just put some wood glue on it, and that can occupy that space. And then I'll put a bit of cork down there, paint this up, it'll be good. Clean up the boat a little bit. Right, let's clamp that in. Right, that trim has been put on now. It's time to do the same on this side here. I'm going to cover up that down to there. Right, I've covered up the last little bit of solar cables which was there. I've put a little bit of trunking on there. I've got to clean this up a little bit and then paint it. And then paint all of this. And I'm going to have to redo the cupboard door that was here because gonna have to shimmy it around a little bit now. But yeah, this is after 3 years, this is all right. Looking better. Right, now I'm looking for some kind of piece of timber to go in there to cover up that void, which is 18 mil high. That's the height of the ply boards. Yeah, and to occupy that kind of space, I can screw it straight into that batten there and glue it all in and make it all nice. I think the door, yeah, the door kind of comes up to there, so got a bit of space there. I reckon that bit of oak will work well. If I trim it down a bit, I could even do it that way, couldn't I? Right, next up, I'm going to do this bit of galley here. So I've got to get that board, which is already cut, put it on here, it will cover that gap. And then I've got some trim to go down the sides here. And then if I've got enough paint left, I can paint the galley again. Right, after re-trimming the oven, I've decided to remake that cupboard door there, just because it wasn't very well done in the first place. And I might put a shelf up in that cupboard as well. Right, I'm going to cut out that template, cut that out as well, and stick them both together. Right, I'll leave that to go off. One of the next jobs to do is to box in around the wash hand basin in the bathroom. About 3 years ago, I cut this out in a blind panic, trying to get to the base plate where there was a hole, and the hole, when the boat sank, is basically just under there. So I cut this away basically unnecessarily, but now I need to box it all in. Also, I need to change this because the outlet for the sink's too far over, so I need a new board and kind of move that around a bit and kind of finish this up a bit. That'll be the plan. Alright, this is where I've got up to with this. It's only had one coat of undercoat on. This is kind of held in with magnets, so you can access the plumbing quite easily. But I'm going to get myself some expert advice from a painter and decorator about what paint to put on this. Obviously the whole boat needs painting anyway, so I've had some repairs to do on that wall there. So that's all have to be painted, but that's actually gone quite well, to be honest. And I've also put in a bit of oak there. I've also started prepping this area, so all the trim's been put on. I need to work out what colour to do this. Again, I'll get some advice on that. Got to paint all this up as well, and then apply some paint to there. But this is all right. That door's a bit of a better fit now. So yeah, this is looking a lot better. Right, I've got the twins on board with me tonight, which is going to be lovely because the boat's kind of looking quite clean and presentable, which is rather nice. I've got to do some painting. I'll get round to that kind of maybe tomorrow, but we were thinking about moving the boats up towards Marsworth tomorrow, and then we're going to go towards Ivinghoe, but we've got an idea of a really nice little weekend spot. We'll probably do that next weekend or the weekend after or something like that. We want to spend a bit of time with Sweary Dan because he's got himself a new little puppy. Take a look at this. He's really cute. His name's Bert, and he is a border collie, I believe. Anyway, so it's kind of nice to have him as a part of the crew. I'd like to give a massive thanks out to Jan and to Anonymous on Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you very much for your very kind donations. it is all being really required at the moment. So, and it's going a long way. So cheers for that. And also to Scott and his wife, and to Deanna Gifford on PayPal. So thank you very much for watching and for for your donation. It's all being spent on the kind of the kitchen worktops, and a little bit of it might be siphoned off towards the induction hobs, because I'm trying to get just the right kind of ones. Obviously my only cooking on board is going to be this and the induction hobs, and in terms of this, I've been using it quite a bit recently. I'm going to with the twins on board, I'm going to make croque madames tonight. So yeah, that'll be my plan, which I love a croque madame. Never done it in this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite straightforward. So there's a bit of a cheats croque madame because I'm not using bechamel sauce, I'm just using cheese. But yeah, they love it, as do I. If you like a ham and cheese toasty, then give this a try. This is my cheats croque madame, and it's absolutely brilliant. All done in the air fryer in just over 10 minutes. Perfect. To make this croque madame, we're going to need some bread and butter, 1 egg, some grated cheddar cheese, some sliced Leerdalmer cheese, and some ham. The first job is to generously apply butter to both slices of the bread, so it looks like this. Then add a slice of your Leerdalmer to the lower slice of bread, so it looks a little bit like this. And then it's on with the ham, as much as you want. I'm going for 2 slices of wafer thin ham, so it ends up looking a bit like this. And now we go on with the grated cheddar cheese. You could have grated cheddar and mozzarella, you can use any cheese you want. I'm just going for loads and loads of grated cheddar on both slices of the bread, so it ends up looking a bit like this. To arrange it, so pick up the slice with just the cheese on it and put it on the slice with the ham and the cheese on it, so it looks a little bit like this. And now you want to put it onto a grill tray which can go in the air fryer. The trick is not to preheat the oven, put it in cold. This way the ham warms, the cheese melts and the bread toasts all at the same time. Then it's a case of turning it on. This is going to be 5 minutes at 200 degrees and just let it do its thing. And once it's done, take it out the oven, and this is looking like a lovely cheese and ham toasty, but we are going to elevate it now to make it into a croque madame. So get a spoon and make a well on the top slice, just like that. Then get an egg, crack it in, and really you're looking to get the yolk in that well, so it looks a little bit like this. Then back in the oven for 6 minutes at 180. Nice and crispy. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Well, there we have it, my cheat croque madame. I absolutely love this. Go and try it for yourself, and I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, bye bye.